Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK, and today I'm up for UK Scrap Addicts, and this is a little bit of a different video, but a different task. So every month we have a different theme, and for the month of March we had used black cardstock, and for the month of April it's sparkles. Now, when I was creating this layout, this was for my black cardstock layout for March. And then I thought, well, hang on a minute, I've actually got a fusion between the 2 months here. So I'm going to run this video on the 1st of April. And this is going to cover both a crossover between March and April's themes. So what am I doing here? So I've grabbed a quote and I've just printed that from the internet. And I've grabbed a bit of, I've used vellum because my tracing paper is currently in storage. So tracing paper is the cheapest option. So all I'm doing is I'm just grabbing a pencil and I'm tracing over the lines of this quote. Now, you probably would have done this back in school, and I remember it very, very well. Now, if you have a printer that you know how to reverse the image, then you can cut out one of these steps. I would suggest that you print it so it's the opposite, so it reads backwards from right to left, because you can cut out that first step. Now, I've traced it one way, and all I've done is I've just flipped it over, and then I'm having to use my pencil again to go over the lines from the reverse. So in total, there are going to be 3 traces. So once the correct way round, or you can cut that step out if you can print it in reverse. The second step is this way round. So you need to go over the back of it to add the pencil marks on to the back. And then I'm going to lay that on my black cardstock effectively 4 times, and you'll see why actually I trace this 4 times. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to repress through from the front onto the paper. So I'm just going to trace over my lines again. And then what's going to happen is that's going to leave the pencil mark on the black cardstock. I'm just lifting that to make sure that there's a clear enough impression for me to trace over. And you can always have the printout beside you as reference anyway. So if you ever don't get a clear impression, then just have a look at the image you're trying to trace. And I'm just marking the edges here where my paper needs to go back down, but that's not really necessary. So I've just done this in 2 little stints. So I've done the first 2 words just so I can get on and show you the process of this. So I've used a Uniball Signo white gel pen, and this is my favourite white pen to use on black. And I got the idea of this when I thought about black cardstock with a chalkboard theme, which is why I went down this route with thinking, well, I could do white lettering on black, and I thought rather than using alphas, I'd give it a go with, I'd say some hand lettering, but I know that I wouldn't make a very good job of it. So I thought the next best in between is to find something that that I could copy and trace, and then this is what I came up with. So I love the finished effect of this. It's just amazing. And I will be doing this again, to be honest. And I might try it with doing a black on white maybe. That could work. And I've just ordered some Amazon pens off of Amazon. So you get a white Uniball Signo, you get a gold and a silver, I think it is. So yeah, I've got those ordered, and I'm going to try those on the black as well. Now just be careful, because the pen does need a little time to dry, so just be careful when you're doing this, because it is easily smudgeable until it is dry. I mean, it doesn't take that long to dry, but just be careful when you're carrying on with the next letters. With regards to these pens, I know that someone's going to ask where they can get them from. You can get them off of Amazon. You can get them anywhere. Well, not anywhere, but Amazon's generally my go-to place. I do have an Amazon shopfront, so that is linked below, and the Uniball Signo is also linked in the shop. So if you just if you wanted to purchase any of these, then just click on the link below, and that will take you straight to my Amazon shopfront, and then you can purchase them from there. And because of the new advertising laws, I do need to let you know that should you do that, I do get a small percentage of commission for any purchases that you make through that link, and it costs you no extra. So win-win for both of us. So I'm going to speed this up in a minute and get you to the end of the white marking, because I think you get the idea now. So all we've done is just effectively made the impression from the quote onto the black cardstock, and you can't see the pencil marks as I'm doing this, but in real life you will be able to see those pencil marks. And as I said, have it beside you so you can always refer back. And don't do this as well. This is where I needed to leave it to dry, and I decided still to put it back down and carry on going. What I would suggest is, if you're going to give this a go, do the whole sentiment so you're not having to put it back down on top for any reason. I just did it that way so I could show you the first bit of it without, and I'm quite impatient, to be honest. I wanted to see how it's going to look before I did the whole thing. So I'm just going to carry on going over the rest of the quote with my pencil, and then here is where I come in with the white gel pen and finish that off, and just adding in some. I do add in when you look at it afterwards, you sort of notice little things where you're not happy, and I've gone back over it since and just sort of thickened some of the lines up where I wasn't happy, or straightened some other bits. So this is where I come back in and just add in a little bit more. So yeah, don't be worried that if you look at it and you're not overly happy, then you can always add some more thicker lines in, or whatever you need to do to make it okay. So that piece of white cardstock there, I'd gutted a circle out of the middle, and I thought I'll keep that because I'm sure there'll be a time when I'm going to want to back something on a white background, and that's exactly what I've done here. So I've just taken a 1/4 inch strip off of each side of the card, and then I've mounted it on that white. Apologies that this is slightly off screen. For some reason my filming angle this day was slightly off, so yeah. So all I've done there is I've used the crepe paper Chasing Dreams, Baggy Homes Chasing Dreams. This is a one that's been in my stash that I just need to use up. It's just crazy now that I've had this for so long that yeah, I'm using bits up as I go. To be honest, I'm using sort of half collections that I've got left to make pocket letters and that sort of thing with Happy Mail. So it's great to be able to get into the older bits of stash and get them used up, and give them a new lease of life, which is exactly what I'm doing here. I could have dug into some of the newer stuff, but I thought, no, I need to be a bit more strict with myself, and I need to get these bits used up. There's no point in them sitting there, and that's one great thing. So half of my stuff has I've mentioned before, has gone into storage due to the leak, which has meant that the stuff that I've kept out, which was mainly the stuff that hasn't been released within the last 6 months, I've had to use. I've had no choice but to use it. So it's yeah, it's been good. So all I'm doing here is I'm just going through the chipboard pieces and the puffy stickers. I can't seem to get the puffy stickers to work on this one, so I give up with that in the end. And then I've just got some cardstock stickers here, those little black and white plus signs. I'm going to add those in as well, just to help along with the black and white theme. So really, it's the colour palette on this is black and white, with the pops of pink and a little bit of that tealy green as well, from the girl in the chipboard piece, and also this little rabbit rosette as well. Why a rabbit rosette on my layout, I have no idea, but we're going to embrace that random ephemera. So next up, I'm just fussy cutting 3 butterflies to add some dimension into my layout as well. Now, apologies, because I think I double tapped the record button before I started adding the sequins on, which meant that I ended up with a 1-second clip. So I have no film clip showing you my sequins being stuck down, but I'm sure you know how to stick sequins down, and I'm going to give you some close-ups anyway. So I just wanted to thank you very much for joining me today. Now, if you are watching on my main channel, then do head over to UK Scrap Addicts Facebook group, and also the YouTube channel, which are all linked below. If you're watching on UK Scrap Addicts, thank you very much, and my YouTube channel is also linked below. And please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next month for a new challenge. Bye!